Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. I'm afraid I already peeled off. I put this on for 15 minutes and I already peeled it off, and it came off actually. I was able to peel it off, but it's not very, but this is take 2 and I'm not doing it again. And you don't care about the lipstick anymore, do you? And only a few of you even cared at all. Good morning, it's Barbara. Thank you for joining me for coffee. So I started with the gizmo and I did my lipstick, and then I started rambling so badly I couldn't even stand myself, so I had to stop. It's 88 degrees out here, not a breath of breeze. If there were, I'm tempted to bring a fan up from the basement and blow it on this deck, because if I do that, it might be comfortable out here. But we're going to have a big change of weather, and it's soon. Tomorrow and the next day are supposed to be really lovely here. And so I'll just wait. The chittering is going crazy. That's the house, northern house wrens that live in my little house here, and they sit on the top and yell. And I was hearing cicadas earlier, but I am not hearing them at the moment. I hear them in the woods. So I don't know what's with that. Anyway, good morning. I was ranting and raving about my lawyer and what I had to do for him and my mother's contract and the royalties and all this stuff. I will not do that for you because it really wasn't, But I do have work to do today because I didn't do a thing yesterday. I read a book I had read before, and but I have stuff I have to do. My credit card is due to be paid. I have to scan these contracts for my lawyer. He's going to find out they're useless to him, but I'm giving them to him anyway. And they're not going to help him. They're just not. Whatever. I do have a little frustration with him because I think that he, every once in a while, gets a burst of energy and he starts brain dumping in an email to me. We got to do this. We got to do this. We need this. We need this. And I'm sitting here saying, didn't we already have that? Because we paid the taxes in November, the preliminary taxes. So, So now I have to go through and say, nah, I'm not doing that unless you tell me why. Because, I don't want to do it. But I have things I do have to do. And I will do them today. At least pay my credit card. So, anyway. Yeah, but I didn't hardly do anything yesterday. Pretty surprising. Not. Pretty surprising, not. Not surprising at all. But anyway, yeah. So I'm looking forward to the better weather where I can not do anything out on my deck instead of in my house. Dennis visited his mom yesterday. She's doing okay. He's going to visit her today. And yeah. So other than work and finish that book, I didn't finish the book last night. I know, shocking, right? I'll finish it. I mean, and this is a book I read already. I'll finish that, and I'll do some work, get myself, organized, send an email to my lawyer with some attachments, and fill out some paperwork and feel like I've accomplished something. It will help me. It will help my brain. It will help my mood to have accomplished something. Meanwhile, yeah. So I'm not getting good information about how those tsunamis affected the Pacific Rim. There were sperm whales beached in Japan. I don't know what was with that. They're saying in Hawaii, get to high ground. Japan was like, So it's all the ring of fire. Because there was like an 8.1 earthquake in Kamchatka. just off the coast of Kamchatka in Russia. So I hope everyone is fine. I hope everyone got to high ground. Yeah, you know. You really think what you do is important until, you know, Mother Nature reminds us that, guess what, puny little creatures? I am mighty. Mother Nature is mighty. So I hope everyone's okay. They're arguing. Hey, Maisie girl. They're arguing. That's funny. Yeah, those birds are funny, aren't they? I guess I don't really have very much to talk about. I was showing you my lips, but you can't hardly see that they were lined. The picture on Instagram was much darker. Now, I like how it looks. It looks very natural. It probably... Holy cow, come on, you two. And it probably emphasizes my lips a little more naturally, and I like that fine. Anyway, I find it, and they're just running around here. Cool. You know why? Because I'm sitting here. What do you bet? And I'm just oblivious. Yeah, I'm sitting here, and they don't like it. All right, well, in that case, I guess I'm going to go. We've been opening up our garage door, even though we're not confident that there is a nest in our garage, but we, you know, want to make sure that the birds are safe. And, yeah, I'm wondering if I need to water out here. I've watered yesterday morning, but it has been warm, so we shall see. But meanwhile, I guess I don't really have, you know, unless you want to hear me rant and rave about my stuff I have to do, my executrixing, which you don't. I don't even want to do it. So I'm not doing it, even if you're begging me for it. Which you're not, I know. I'm going to go. But all is well here. Aura's doing well. Dennis visited her yesterday. I don't know if I told you that or not in this version. He's going again today to check her out. We put eyes on her every day just to see how she's doing. Make sure she's okay. She has a new bed now. It's kind of a hospital style where they can raise the feet and stuff, and it can go up and down. So I don't know if that'll be helpful to her and to the people who are helping her. But it was given to us by Ruth and Jim. Jim had to move to a different facility, and Ruth offered us that bed for Aura. So it's like a hospital bed, but it doesn't have sidebars. They're not allowed to have sidebars. They're not allowed to restrain their residents in any way. So she has a new bed. We'll see how that works out. I think they did that yesterday or the day before. And we had been kind of waiting. Everything is really slow. They needed a doctor's order to change the bed from a regular old twin-size bed to this hospital-style bed. Why? I'm not sure. But it took weeks to get that. So it's a little discouraging that it takes so long. But she has it now, and I have no idea. It may not make any difference. Everything may have been okay. But Ruth offered it, and so we took it. And yeah, so that's good. Anyway, that's what's happening here. No idea what's with me, but I do not want to do anything. Oh, but I will report that my legs felt better yesterday. The whole last week and during my physical therapy. Oh, there's a breeze. my legs felt like lead. But yesterday my legs felt much better, and my knee wasn't hurting as much. So that felt good. I'll tell Brian will be very happy to hear that when I go tomorrow, because I have physical therapy again tomorrow. So yeah, that was good news. That was very good news. So I had some good news yesterday. I mean, I was okay. I just didn't feel like doing anything. And you know what? I'm just giving into that. And believe me, you know, I have these thoughts. Like, I follow some people who have long COVID, and you know, they can barely get out of bed, and you know, and I'm thinking, I'm wasting my day, you know. These people would love to be able to do whatever I could do, and you know, and I waste my time not doing anything. Oh well. I keep telling myself it's a phase. I think it's a phase. I'm hoping. But meanwhile, I will be doing things today. If only paying my credit card. But I do have to scan those things. And Dennis has his computer ready to scan them. So I will be doing that. So 2 things I'm definitely going to do. And the third thing I really need to do is fill out some paperwork. And of course I made a new list yesterday. And I have phone calls to make. So we'll see. We'll see how far I get. But I will do at least those 2 things. I promise. Not that you care. But it will make me feel better. All right, I gotta go. It's enough with this. Yeah. It's not... I'm not really... Yeah, it's a little bit outlined, but not by much. Not certainly worth the trouble, in my opinion. Meanwhile, please take good care of yourselves. Please, please, please. Stay safe and stay sane.